Robert Redford passes away at 89, a life of cinema, activism, and legacy. Robert Redford, one of Hollywood's most enduring icons, has passed away at the age of 89. The actor, director, producer, and passionate advocate for the environment died peacefully in his sleep at his home in the mountains of Utah, surrounded by loved ones. For more than 6 decades, Redford defined not just movie stardom but also a deeper sense of what film could mean. He wasn't interested in hollow entertainment or quick box office wins. He wanted stories that mattered, stories that made audiences think. With his magnetic screen presence and sharp directorial eye, he became one of the rare stars who successfully bridged the world of blockbuster fame with serious, thought-provoking artistry. A star who redefined Hollywood leading men, Redford first won over audiences with his rugged good looks and undeniable charisma. His breakthrough came in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969, where his partnership with Paul Newman turned the film into a classic. Just a few years later, he starred in The Sting, 1973, a Depression-era caper that earned him his first and only Oscar nomination as an actor. His roles often carried cultural weight. In All the President's Men, 1976, he played journalist Bob Woodward, capturing the tense pursuit of truth during the Watergate scandal. In 3 Days of the Condor, 1975, he gave audiences a paranoid, edge-of-your-seat performance as a CIA codebreaker caught in deadly intrigue. Whether in romances like The Way We Were with Barbra Streisand or epic dramas like Out of Africa alongside Meryl Streep, Redford embodied the romantic yet intelligent leading man, a figure both audiences and critics couldn't ignore. A director with vision, Redford's passion for meaningful storytelling carried over when he stepped behind the camera. His directorial debut, Ordinary People, 1980, stunned Hollywood by winning 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. He didn't stop there. Films like A River Runs Through It, 1992, and Quiz Show, 1994, explored themes of family, morality, and the complexity of human choices. Even when his projects failed commercially, Redford never backed down from telling the kinds of stories he believed in. The birth of Sundance. Perhaps his greatest impact on cinema was the creation of the Sundance Institute in 1981 and the transformation of the Sundance Film Festival into the world's premier stage for independent filmmakers. What began as a small gathering in Utah grew into a global hub of creativity. Sundance gave rise to countless visionary directors, from Quentin Tarantino to Chloe Zhao, and became a powerful platform for documentaries and socially conscious storytelling. Though Redford often criticized the commercialization of the festival, his mission remained clear: to give young and daring voices a space to be heard. Sundance reshaped the movie industry, carving out space for art beyond Hollywood's formula. A reluctant star, a committed advocate despite his fame, Redford often described himself as a reluctant celebrity. He preferred life on his secluded ranch in Utah, far away from the spotlight. Yet he used his platform to fight passionately for causes he cared about, especially the environment. Redford was never afraid to take a stand. He served for decades as a trustee of the Natural Resources Defense Council and became a model for the modern actor-activist, a path followed later by stars like Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Ruffalo. Though he rejected the label activist, his actions spoke louder than words. From troubled youth to global icon born Charles Robert Redford Jr. on August 18, 1936 in Santa Monica, California, he grew up in a working-class family. His youth was turbulent, marked by loss, including the death of his mother when he was just 18, and a restless search for purpose. After dropping out of college, he traveled across Europe, studied art, and lived on little more than his drawings and dreams before returning to the United States. The stage was his first entry into acting, with roles on Broadway, including Neil Simon's Barefoot in the Park. By the mid-1960s, Hollywood came calling, and Redford's career quickly soared. His sandy hair, piercing blue eyes, and natural charm made him an instant star, though he always insisted he wanted to be more than just a pretty face. Triumphs, challenges, and family. Redford's personal life carried both joy and heartache. His first marriage to Lola Van Wagenen produced 4 children, though their infant son Scott tragically died of sudden infant death syndrome. His family endured further heartbreak when his daughter Shauna's partner was murdered, and his son James battled lifelong health issues before passing away in 2020. Redford remarried in 2009, finding companionship with German artist Sibylle Zagers. Despite personal struggles and professional setbacks, Redford remained a symbol of resilience, creativity, and quiet strength. The legacy he leaves behind, Robert Redford's career, was one of rare balance. A man who could headline Hollywood's biggest films, win Oscars as a director, and still be remembered as the founder of a movement that gave birth to a new generation of storytellers. His legacy is not just in the films he made or the awards he won, but in the artists he nurtured, the causes he championed, and the vision of cinema he believed in. To audiences, he will always be the Sundance Kid, the golden-haired heartthrob, the wise storyteller, and the passionate guardian of both film and the planet. Robert Redford lived on his own terms, chasing art, truth, and beauty until the very end. His absence leaves Hollywood dimmer, but his influence will shine for generations.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.